Awesome.
So
So we're recording here with Kai from Orlando. We met when half a year ago.
yeah, back in the April May at not Moby Midwest DJ Live.
Midwest DJs.
Yeah,
We just randomly got on a call last night,
yeah,
and then you told me your story, and I'm like, listen, we have to record this to share your story with the transformation that your company made since joining, which was at May. And
yep,
now we're recording this beginning of November.
yeah,
So that's 6 months.
pretty much. Yeah, yeah, 6 months. Yeah,
So I'd love to hear what was before and what was after, just like the story and what you think, and just
yeah,
kind of like freestyle.
no problem. So before Vibo, you know, how can I explain this? Like, so before Vibo, I was just like one of those rookies or cats that you would name on the street. You feel me? I would just like my prices weren't how they were now. Not until I started like getting into like less of the DJ's vault and going to like these conferences when I started up in my prices. So I'll be honest. I was in the maybe like 600, 700 range for a wedding, which I'm really like undercutting myself because and I knew it at that point because the type of work, I'm very passionate about weddings. So I try to, make it stress free. I'm trying to make it, I help even coordinate the whole itinerary. And the way I was doing everything through like a pack and worksheet before Vibo. And because I'm
PDF,
no paper, old school, man.
pen and
So
paper.
pen and paper, man. Pen and paper. I had typed up a whole worksheet, and then I had like a little folder that I would give to each of my clients with like the worksheet and everything, And I was just doing that before Vibo, and I was really undercut. I was really definitely undercutting myself, and I knew at that point, I wasn't how you say confident, or not. I want to say confident, but maybe I'm sort of confident as far as what to charge in my area because I'm in Central Florida. I'm not in Orlando per se. I'm in this little town called Deltona. So I'm in Volusia County. So I'm about like 25 minutes away from Orlando, 30 minutes away from Orlando. So and Orlando's like very competitive out here. There's not that much competition, but I cater many weddings to Orlando. And out here, a lot of DJs are in that like $600-700 range, and they're just happy, but I wasn't happy. I was like, I need to, I'm trying to get up there, So, like I said, I got into the DJ's vault, and that was a game changer. Then I started going to the conference, and then I started hearing about Vibo, and I started looking into it, and I was like, interesting, very interesting, but I wasn't at the point where I was making enough funds to cover any business expenses, just like my basic like DJ pool or any subscriptions that I have, like. So
Were you skeptical, or were you just like you weren't ready to take the full step to start running the business like you should?
I wasn't ready to take the full step. That's what it was. Not that I was skeptical because there is a very reputable DJ here in Florida that I know, and I had the privilege to spin with him a few times. I'm not gonna say no names here or anything like that, but I saw him that he joined Vibo. I saw it in a post, and I was like, if he's joining it, this has to be legit because he's a legit wedding DJ out here, and he's doing great, and much success to him, and that's where I want to be at. You feel me? So anyway, after I saw that, I was like, okay, this has to be legit. And then I went to Midwest DJ Live, my wife, and that's where I met you, and I met Darren, and Darren was, Darren is full Vibo, man, and I met some other guys there, and they were like, yo, if you want to get on, get on. It's like it pays for itself.
Yeah.
I'm like, and then then Brian B gave his what you call it his whole spiel, his little introduction on Vibo. So then right after that, like on that next break, that's when I went to see you. That's when I went to see you. I was like, listen, man, I'm for it. I'm ready. Just just lay it on me.
You're well cooked.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So I was like, I need this because, and my county.
Like now, by the way, we're still going to talk about the transformation, but is this a nice to have, or is this now a need?
Man,
like, is this nice to have, or do you like, if you're not using this, you're staying behind?
Yeah, I mean, this is a need, man. This legit is a need. Honestly, man. I'll be honest, man. I'm not gonna say I'm scared. That's the wrong word. But sometimes, I don't share Bible with everybody. Put it that way. I don't, because like Florida is very competitive. It's a very competitive state. You have, it's huge. Everybody out here is about that party vibe. Everybody wants a party vibe, especially if you're a good DJ. Everybody's about that party vibe, and especially weddings. Like it's Florida, it's summer all year round. So you have beautiful weddings. So I don't share Bible with everybody unless I think that in a way they're they show the same support that I show them. So it's just like it's not just a lot of grimy people out here. I just I just like, okay, do you? Congrats, man.
It's a secret that you're not going to share with everybody unless they're helping each other out.
Exactly, because I'm about that. I'm about that. But if I feel a certain way, I'm just like, all right, keep on doing what you're doing. Anyways, so
what happened after you signed up? What was the first month like, and how did it progress?
So the first month, honestly, I just started like my current contacts, just signing them over to Vibo just to pass everything through, because honestly, it was just easier. Just hey, put your songs here. We'll go over everything, and of course, just formatting the template to my liking, and then so that was pretty much the first month. And like I told you yesterday, like these like. Summer was kind of up pace for me. Like now it's like my slower season. Even though wedding season is kind of my slower season because I haven't really booked a bit of marketing just because like ever since I started taking this more seriously, I just been wanting to revamp everything. So I'm just waiting for the 2020 season and I'm killing it, man. Like I invested so much money, man, that I'm waiting for 2020 season, bro, and I'm ready to kill it, So, but I still get a lot of contacts, a lot of people contacting me. So after that, I started talking to brides and letting them know, hey, I offer this, offer that, and I was booking, but I wasn't booking as much just because I wasn't doing the correct pitch. I wasn't delivering it correctly. So I started thinking outside of the box, and it's like started thinking as a salesman, like how what's the best way to do a pitch, for them to view your quality. And I was like, you know what? When people present things, when people pitch an idea, they use PowerPoint. Man.
So you added Vibo to your PowerPoint pitch.
Mm-hmm. So man, yeah. So what I did, honestly, I just did a PowerPoint introducing my business. And first of all, introducing me as a DJ, my experience as a DJ. Pretty much I started at that point, I pitched like the services that we offer, and then I just put in there a mobile app, and I have a slide, like 2 slides specifically on Vibo. I tell them, hey, this is what Vibo is. This is what the app offers. Like you have me at your hand 24/7 of the day. I am able to see what you do pretty much real time. You're able, sorry if you hear my daughter's, she's watching TV. You're able to see, get recommendations if you're stuck on what kind of song you want to choose for any type of entrance or any type of important part of the wedding. You can do anything with the app, literally anything. And I used one of the videos that you had in that Dropbox. I kind of just added my Photoshop, added my logo to it. And pretty much, man, I just show that, and they're like, of course, I show that way before the prices, and they're like, "Wow, that's awesome!" Like, let's talk numbers, like,
really.
And honestly, they start seeing like it's just like my prices have gone up drastically. Like, I mean, I'm charging between 12 and 13, like even 14, depending on a 4-hour wedding. It's depending on the location, because Florida's big. So that's just my basic 4-hour 2-speaker package, like no subwoofer or nothing. Other than that, anything else, it goes up, and then add-ons are extra. Sometimes here and there I'll, put like a little special, like, hey, free monogram, whatever it is, just to, see the deal, whatever. But Vibo, honestly, it sells itself, man. Like, it just sells itself, man. And like, when I explain that to them, they get so hyped up. They want to, like, okay. And like, of course, in the video, I point out, like, hey, you do this in the app, you do this in the app, you do this in the app,
How much time do you spend in that presentation talking about the app? What's the sweet spot that you found that's kind of like the exact number, depending, again, you're reading the crowd, you're kind of selling, but within the sales process, how much do you think it's?
Honestly, I like, in the whole pitch, man, the whole pitch takes about 5 minutes. Honestly, it takes like 5 minutes. I want to say maybe 3 to 5 minutes I just spent on Vibo,
Really?
Yeah, man, because honestly, it's just, they're so intrigued. They want to learn more about it. I even sometimes, like, most of the time, I take on my phone and I'm like, hey, here's the app, play with it, because I have a demo account there, or not, like a demo wedding.
Mm-hmm.
So I use that, if I want to play with it myself, or for other clients. So, hey, play with it, add a song, do a song, add a note. They can see, like, oh wow, hey, that song updated to my first dance song. Oh, I can add a note.
Sorry, what do you feel like it changed? Like, does it build more trust? Does it relax them? Does it feel like what's the main, like, thing that you feel like it does? Why did that help you? I'm trying to find the link between the app and the way that you correlated to the prices that you raised and the number of bookings that you're getting. Because I want to prove to people that are listening to this is that, hey, it's not cheap, but you're going to be booking more money and more higher ticket, more volume. And so the price will become redundant and even easy. So the stress goes down, the money goes up. It's a no-brainer.
Exactly. So
but I don't want to put any words in your mouth. I want you to really give a candid, answer.
Yeah. So it shows the client how organized you are. It shows how organized you are. Like, it shows them, like, hey, like, I'm not just a DJ that's just gonna show up to your wedding and the same day of your wedding you're gonna give me. No, it shows them, like, hey, we're coordinating your whole wedding through this process. I am with you through this whole process. Like, I'm here from the beginning to the end, here to help you coordinate your wedding. To relieve that stress. And that's how I explain it to them. I'm like, listen, your wedding is the most stressful. It's me so stressful. The planning process is stressful. And I'll be honest, like, there's no such thing as a perfect wedding. There's no such thing as a perfect wedding. I tell them straight up, honestly. But our goal is to make it as perfect as possible. And how do you plan a perfect wedding? You have to be organized. So, like, I help coordinate their whole event on the app. I help coordinate from the beginning to the end. And that right there just makes them feel like so relaxed, relieved, like
I'm in the hands of a professional.
Exactly. And that's where they feel comfortable spending that amount of money, because as long as they feel that you're taking care of your, excuse my language, your shit, that you're gonna, pretty much take care of them, and that you're gonna, make this a very stress-free, memorable night. It's a no-brainer for them. It's a no-brainer.
So let's put a number. So let's say last year, you've been with us for half a year.
Yeah.
Let's look at the numbers. If you could look at last year, these same months, because every month is different.
Mm-hmm.
And I know we maybe not, but even just ballpark. Could you, if you would go back and look at the numbers between the same months last year and this year,
mm-hmm.
what would you say the revenue, like I'm not talking, time at the end of the day is the most important thing we have on this planet.
Correct.
We can measure time as well. Maybe it saves you time, but we can also measure money.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
We can measure happiness and were they happy, but we can't really tell. So I'm trying to put a ticket. Like, how much money do you think you made extra this year, and how much time did you save? Was it hundreds? Was it thousands?
I made thousands. I want to say, like, because I mean, put it this way, like I said, it's been kind of slow for me because I haven't really been promoting, because I've been focusing on just revamping, because I'm a perfectionist. I am a perfectionist, and my goal, honestly, is to do this full time. Currently I still have a job. My goal is to go full time. That's why I'm taking, and that's why I'm taking it slow, as in like not promoting or not going out as looking for new clients, because I'm a perfectionist and I'm trying to make sure that my image like whatever when they see my image, they understand, okay, this guy charges what he charges, so, and that's my goal. So with that being said, like last year around that time, like I said, I'm charging like $500, $600, $700 for a wedding, so you combine, and let's say if I book 2 gigs, I'm making what, $1,700. If I book them at I'm making $1,400 if I book 2 weddings. So off one wedding, I like, for example, on a quinceañera, I just booked it for $1,400.
Wow, that's unheard of.
Yeah, so I just booked the casino for $1,400 just because of Vibo.
Really? Because the kid saw it, or the mother got excited?
The mother. The mother was like, "Oh wow, really?" Because she was already stressed out with everything,
By the way, do you use our quinceañera template, or did you modify it?
Actually, I used your quinceañera template. I think it works perfect for me.
Yeah.
The only thing I modified was a wedding template, because weddings here, they're just structured a little bit differently. Mm-hmm. So I just, put it in a traditional structure,
So let me think. I mean, that's a really good story. By the way, you're part of our forum on Facebook. I don't know if you saw. We just posted. I posted a post last night.
Mm-hmm.
3 DJs in the group went full time.
I saw that
just last week, in 1 week. And again, we don't have thousands. Our community is small. I can even share on this video, as of today, what are we now? November
the 5th.
Yeah, we have a few. You have a few hundred DJs, right? We're not we're a startup. We're grassroots. We're starting with people that believe in us, like you. And it's not perfect, but we're building it together.
Yeah.
And these people, the people that join us, that decide to take the jump, 3 DJs out of just a few hundred, that's a lot in 1 week.
No, exactly. And that's
for itself, and you're going to be the next guy.
That's the goal. And honestly, I saw that post and it motivated me, man. Like, I was like, man, like, I can't wait. I've been working like super hard just to revamp, just to, I'm by the book, man. I don't like to like overwhelm myself or stress myself and just doing so much at once. I'm by the book. I take everything like small steps, because at the end of the day, man, once you dot your I, cross your T's, man, it's where you are where you want to be. And honestly, that's my goal, man. You know, I'm
And
taking it slow.
yeah. So no, I love the story. I wanted to spend a few minutes without the recording just because we didn't speak for a while. So
Yeah.
anything last thing just to add before we end the recording portion of our meeting?
Nah, I mean, like, if you're a new DJ and you're hesitant, man, just do it. Honestly, just take the leap. I mean, if you're at the point that you're like, you don't know if like me, I was at, like me when I took the leap, you know, I didn't have as much as I wanted to invest in it as I did, but I just took the leap and I was like, if this is gonna help me make money, I'm gonna do it. And honestly, it's worth it. Like, no brainer, man. Like, I wish I would have done this way before. Like, I'm beating myself up, because I could have been making way more before, but I'm grateful for in these few months. Like, I booked about, so like I said, it's been a slow month. So I think I've had, like, let's say in 4 months, I had about 7 inquiries, and I booked about 6 of those inquiries out of the 7.
Awesome. So your booking rate, what was it before and what was it after?
I think I was like, man, like between 50-60%, man.
50, 60 maybe even?
50-60, yeah, around there, man. Honestly,
and now you're 80-90.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, because like I was at the point that, because like I'm a Latin DJ in the Latin community. I'll be honest, Latin community, man, they're hard, man. They're hard, so they'll so you're like, you know what, I'll work with you, man. Nah, I don't do that no more. I'm just like, oh, so and so is charging that much. Well, that's a good price, If they offer everything I'm offering, even an app,
Yeah.
So honestly, man, no brainer.
How can I explain to someone that doesn't use this about the conviction that helps you close the lead? Like, what is that thing? How can you grow instantly within a month or two of using this and getting to use it? The last 4 months, you went up to 85% closing rate. What was that one thing? Is just having that conviction or showing the app, or what is that thing? Where's the magic?
Honestly, I think the magic is just first getting to know the app. First, you have to get to know
Give it a chance, you're saying.
Give it a chance. Yeah, give it a chance. Get to know the ins and outs of the app. At that point, come up
Make it your own, kind of like.
Exactly. You like create your own little fake wedding and just play with it. I work in IT, so it's just like you don't know how something works if you don't play with it. And honestly, once you learn that, create a pitch that you're comfortable with, and 2, that that it would slay. Honestly, like I said, like something like I made a PowerPoint, and
Most people don't do that. You went the extra mile.
Yeah, I made a PowerPoint. Like I show up to every meeting now with my laptop, and like I introduce myself. Hey, I'm DJ Kai Torres. I'm with 24K Entertainment. And I'm not your average wedding DJ. I also help coordinate your wedding, and I even have an app to help you coordinate your wedding. But before we get there, let me show you this PowerPoint that introduces me, my company, and what we offer.
This is on Zoom, or is this on physical meetings, or both?
It's in both. I just share my screen. Like if you want, I can
share it. Could you share it?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's share it. Right. I'm intrigued to see it. I've never seen it myself.
Let me see. How do I share a screen here?
The green share button.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm blind. So let's go desktop. Let's hit share. All right. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
All right. So here's my wedding PowerPoint. Can you send a wedding PowerPoint?
You have 2 different ones.
Yeah, because each 2 has different prices. So if we were to let's just open this up. So like it's man, I'm honestly I made this PowerPoint. I want to say like in 10 minutes, man. It's just so. Let's see. You can see Vibo there. Let me just go from the beginning. So let's say if you were a customer, so pretty much this is the introduction. Like, hey, my name is DJ Torres. I'm a 24K Entertainment, and we offer DJ MC lighting, photo, video, and coordination. And we're pretty much your one-stop shop for all your event needs, something like that. And then I pretty much, introduce myself with pictures, my experience, how, the events, my passion, all this other stuff. And then, I also even include there because I do events for Orlando Magic. I do many events for them, so I include that as well. And the next page you have what we offer. So we do, DJ, MC, lighting, up lighting, monograms, special effect lighting, fog and cloud effects, photo, video, event coordination. And then I do data event coordination and a planning app. So they're like, oh, a planning app, that's interesting. So then right there, what we offer that other DJs don't offer.
Nice.
And I pretty much, as you can see here, we offer our clients when they book us an event coordination app called Vibo. What can you do in the app? 24 access to your event DJ. Choose your songs for your event. Create your whole event timeline. You share the app with friends to help you choose music. You can import Spotify playlists, view song recommendations, create a do not playlist. That right there kills it. Like, I can create a do not playlist. Awesome. Find your event. And I just, I even put in there because it's true. Like, I'm like one out of like 5 DJs that I know in the whole state that offer the app, So that right there is like, okay, so this is rare because it's a whole state 5D. So then I play the ad, the little video that,
This is what you got from the
And then like towards the end, my logo on it, make it, very special, personalized.
Mm-hmm.
And, any monthly specials that I have there. And then boom, look, this is my pricing right now. My 14 karat package, look, 1,400.
Mm-hmm.
This one is 1,650, and then my top package is $2,000.
Awesome. And this is where you'll close on the first meeting usually.
Yeah. And then the next thing is that if they want an all inclusive packaging, I always do it too for like for the video and photo. And then little video of an event that, I did. So, any, like a little, so they can see a snippet of how the energy will be at their wedding.
Mm-hmm. That's
and
awesome.
Then
super important.
And then time, then just, any information there. But, it's like, it's not the best PowerPoint. It's not,
no, it is nice. I love it. And it's real.
Yeah.
It's you.
Yeah, honestly, like I'm not a Photoshop genius. I'm not an artistic person when it comes to like all this web design. I do what I can. But at the end of the day, I tell them how I'm real, like you said, and this right here helps me close my bookings. And honestly, I even shared it with my wife, and she was like, "That's a great idea." Before I even started doing it. And honestly, I wish I had done this earlier, And Vibo right there, man, I'm telling you, man, that's the moneymaker. And every month, man, I'm happy to pay every month. I'm happy to pay every month,
that's
man.
That's why we talked. You call me all nervous. Hey, can you update my card information?
Yeah.
Don't worry. Even if 3 days will keep you alive.
Yeah. No, yeah, definitely, man. And I appreciate that as well. And
yeah,
like if you're on the fence, man, don't jump it. Take the leap. I'm telling you, man, it is worth it.
Yeah, and I want to – okay, let me end the call. So the recording. Thank you. Let's end the recording.